Being present. It's one of those things that is really easy to understand intuitively, but not simple to really enact. I've only really found myself being present every so often. And when I am, it's wonderful. When I'm not preoccupied with the thoughts. I'm fully in the moment. I feel in tune with what's going on. It's like those moments in movies when the character is sitting there amidst a crowd of people and it kind of zones out a little bit and they can see everything. They're taking it all in. And they're not really fully attached to themselves or the party, but they're just attached in that moment. They're taking a snapshot of that piece of time and just savoring it. And there's something incredible about that because there's another concept called flow. And the idea behind flow is that you become so in tune with what you're doing, so immersed that everything just happens. You perceive everything simultaneously. There's no conscious thought that happens. You just do. You automatically are able to respond in the best way. You know everything is. It's like those moments when everyone has a different example, but there's a lot of sports activities that you know how to move the ball with your foot. You know exactly where to stand. You know how fast you need to run or how slow you need to run. You know everything. You don't have to think about it. There's no calculations going on in your head. You can feel it. You know where the person is right behind you. You can feel their presence. You don't actually hear them or see them, but you know they're there. It's that opportunity of ultimate awareness. And it starts to make sense why there are so many people that seem to be unhappy. And we're all telling each other to be present, be in the moment. And that's like the big help, the big main goal, right? And flow is pretty close alongside that. But the thing is with those two concepts is that it requires us to stop being so distracted. And maybe it's somewhat silly to say this because I feel like it gets said plenty, but there has never been a time in our history where it's been easier to be distracted. I would like to think this is true, and I think it is when we have phones in our pockets, when we have screens flashing all around, we have music blasting, we have a million projects waiting, we get emails with different prompts, we get all this noise that, yeah, maybe a lot of it is important, and maybe you yourself have distilled down what you want and said, this is actually important to me. All the things that I get are important. But at some point you have to decide, okay, but what's priority? Because you can't do all of them. And if you have all of them coming in, I hope you have some type of way to manage all that. Because then you're now bombarding yourself with things that you find super important, and so you can't help but care about them and think about them and look at them, and you feel bad when you ignore them. And that's what I've been learning, is priorities. Really think about what matters to me here and what will matter to me in the future. Is it super important that I hang out with this person today and today now only? Maybe if I feel like it. It doesn't actually mean that I need to do it, though. Don't be mistaken with what feels right now is important. It's about knowing what adds and what is in line with your nature, what's in line with who you want to be, where you want to go. Being present, finding your flow, removing distractions, closing some browser tabs. It's all about focus. And so actually that's been my New Year's resolution for 2025 is focus. Focus on something, anything. Doesn't matter really what it is, but hopefully it's something that I care about. Focus. And I've been having to say that every time I do one of these, I keep myself focused. My mind becomes peaceful. And I can just do. Every action flows into the next. And if you want anything of the things that I've been saying, then maybe join me. What do you have to lose? You can make videos and make them unlisted. Maybe if your passion is for doing some type of artwork, writing, you don't have to show it. But I hope you do. I hope you realize that, hey, you can put it out there. It's fine. Because sharing what we love, sharing what we care about, sharing what we think enhances who we are in the eyes of others. And so if you actually care about having some type of standing amongst others, why not? Because at least you're being real. And finding someone real is all I care about. All right.